Monday, tomorrow? Oh, Monday, I'm sorry, Monday the price goes up. Today is $75. I don't know what it goes up to, but just get registered. Do it right now on your phones. Pull your phones out, do it right now. It goes to $300 on Monday, says Paul. Doesn't matter, just get registered. $300 will still be worth it, okay? Now here's the thing I really want to know, okay? So you guys are going to register, you guys are the committed ones, you guys are the ones in the room. How many of you guys are, you said you're going to bring people with you, right? Who's going to have the biggest team at this Champions Bowl? I just want to know who's committed to having the biggest team. Is it going to be Team Freedom? Oh, okay, I think they were confused. Hold on. Is it going to be Team Freedom? I don't believe it. Is it going to be the Dream Givers?
Give it up for Jeff Brookshire!
that big event, it's a big time. This is historic. And then Jeff Left-Hand's back here, he's like, hey, relax, man. Relax, man, it's gonna be cool, have fun with it. Everybody's like really jacked up. And so you're like, and then they give you like 16 seconds to talk, right? And there's a clock time ticking off. And you get up there and there's flies buzzing around. Like, what the heck? But you know, when I think about it, that's pretty similar to what happens to us in our business, isn't it? Right? You see how I roll with us, right? There's noise. There's noise going on in your head all the time, right? There's flies buzzing around you all the time. It's stuff you're saying to yourself, it's busy activities, it's all these things. Like, you just gotta stay focused, right? This is the time of your life, it's a big stage. So, where's Luis? Luis made me promise that every time I get up to give a speech, I structure my speech. I dump it. She said, you know, it'd be nice to do a PowerPoint. So I did. I did a PowerPoint, but I'm not gonna use it. Because I got so jacked up in the last couple of days. Anybody get jacked up in the last couple of days? Oh my God. I just like, this is all boring. I want to do something exciting. And I wanted to speak from the heart. So I wrote pages and pages. That's true too. So I wrote a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not going to use it. I bolded. I listened to Eric up here, and I'm like, good God, like everything I was going to say, like he said it way better than I could. So, in terms of me going, hey, you need to do this, this, and this, I don't think there's anything that I can say about all that stuff that hasn't been said already. Like, I think either you get it by now or you don't get it by now. So, I want to take some of this time. It feels so free and relaxing not to have this like 8-minute timer clicking down and this pressure. I want to take time to thank the people that I really wanted to thank on stage. Not just my wife Michelle, I want to thank Dan, Andrew Scott, right? He set the pace, and Christine. He set the pace for all of us. I appreciate that. I appreciate the Iron Techs, all the Iron Techs. Paul and Miriam, you guys are class acts, and you're my friends as well. Christopher, I want to thank you. There were days in this business, early days in this business, where our daughters go to the same school. By the way, the same school that my Alexis daughter went to when we first started. I didn't know that, but our daughters were in school together. And I go, Christopher, man, when does it get easy? He's like, just keep going, right? And those little talks helped out a lot. I think about Steve Higgs. Steve Higgs took me inside one time, and when we didn't have an office, right? We were officing out of Corona, and he said, hey, you can do this. He took me to lunch, and that made a huge difference. And Nate, the great Iron Tech, right? The tenacity to work for 8 years to get Jeff and Michelle Brookshire in business. 8 years. We said no 8 years before we said yes. How many of you guys have that kind of tenacity? Well, some of you guys don't have much time, right? We got to get it done. So I really appreciate everybody. I appreciate Precious. I appreciate Tita and all the trips we're taking together. I appreciate Louise. Louise was always at the very beginning, was very, very supportive. She's like super into me, which she is today. I appreciate all of you guys. So, first, have you noticed it's a bolder, bigger, badder WFG? Oh, yeah. Like there's a shift in the, you know how you describe an attitude explosion? It's a significant shift in the attitude of who? Leadership. Right? You saw a big shift. I saw people that have been like on relax or on coast for a while. It's like, boom, they're fired up like they're brand new. So if that's true for the leaders at the highest level in our business, what about you? Are you all in? Next thing, I heard a lot of talk about the little cow. You guys heard Jeff Levington's little cow speech. It's pretty cool. I just want to clarify something. Little cow isn't a something you're doing that's bad for you. A lot of people say, I'm going to get rid of my little cow, my laziness. Well, that's not what the little cow means. What the little cow means is you actually like your little cow. It's something you really love. It's that hobby you like. It's that second job you have. It's something that you think is a good thing that's not a good thing for you. So when you think about the little cow you got to kill in your business, right? It's something you like. It's something that makes you comfortable. So if you're all in, when you go back home tonight or tomorrow, you got to do something that makes you super uncomfortable. And only you know what that is. So think about your little cow. It's one of my takeaways. Think about your little cow. It's that little job. It's that job you hate going into. And you go, man, I hate this job. I'm going to get rid of this job. But you're still at that job. Right? Does that make sense? saying, honey, I'm going to build this business for you and me. And then 6 o'clock, the alarm clock goes off, and you turn it off. You don't go to the office until like 12, and then you go and make a couple phone calls, and then you go, have dinner, and you go do this, and you go do that. Like, that's not all in, right? Let's base it down to the basics, right? Schedule. How many of you guys are in the office all the time? Living and breathing in the office, making phone calls. You're not in the office, you're out in the field. How many people stand up and you can say, I'm either in the office or I'm in the field. All the time. Holy mackerel. That should sober up a bunch of you guys. That should sober a bunch of you guys. Man, I will tell you this, I'm not in the office enough and I'm not in the field enough. I'm out there a lot, but not enough. I gotta change that too. There's no comfort. I like Grant Cardone and Kim Hunt, and he kind of stock all the millionaires around. Right? You only got $1 million, what the heck? Right? I kind of like that because we need to get aggressive. Let me tell you something. I thought of this actually about 4 or 5 days ago. I thought in our business, when I started the business, I had a chip on my shoulder. I was working at Target. I dressed in red and khaki like everybody else works at Target. And like everybody else who works at Target, I hated the red and khaki, right? And I would have bosses come in, and regionals come in and tell me what to do. And I always had this chip on my shoulder like, man, in the real world, that's identity, who I thought I was supposed to be. And it wasn't until WFG came along, I had a vehicle that allowed me to kind of start to become the person I wanted to be. And you got to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. When I first started business, Michelle and I, we wanted me to get out of Target. And that was my driving passion. And so my challenge going back is, what's my driving passion now? What's your driving passion now? You've got to have a chip on your shoulder. Because the worst thing in the world is being comfortable. Well, I make money, my spouse makes money. We're okay. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's the thing that makes you comfortable. So think about that stuff. Am I depressing you guys? No. Am I boring you guys? No. You got to have some swag. You understand? Yeah. Guys, stand up, stand up. This is getting way too boring. Okay? Jump up and down a little bit. Jump up and down a little bit. And say, I got swag. I got swag. I'm a badass. I'm a badass. All right, sounds good. Dude. Right? I know I said a bad word. Right? I believe this business so much that I flew my son and daughter for my first marriage in from Ohio to attend this meeting. I said, I don't want time to go by where I never presented this life-changing opportunity to someone I care about. That's how much I care about business. Okay, basics. What do we do for a living? Yeah, we help families. We make phone calls, we go on KTPs, we recruit people, we build people. That's literally all that we do, isn't it? So, do I need to remind you of basics? No, you already know the basics. We just got to do them. How many of you guys can be obsessed? This is a good thing, by the way. Obsessing is only bad if you're obsessing about a bad thing. Right? You got a movie star you want to marry, they don't know who you are, and you're following around their house. That's obsessing about a bad thing. Right? You want to make sure your family lives the life they deserve. That's obsessing about a good thing. Can I get a commitment from you guys to obsess for the next 4 months? Like just the next 4 months. Just obsess. And obsess with action. Right? Are you obsessed with action in the next 4 months? Guess what we're going to do? On the last day of the 4th month, what are we going to do? We're going to keep going. Am I the only one fired up here? Okay, let's check it. I have a saying for you. Beware the quiet man or woman. Beware the quiet man or woman. The ones that aren't saying anything, the ones that aren't telling you about what they're going to do, the ones that are saying, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, they're the ones just really quiet about it. And they're like, blank this, I'm going to make something happen. And they don't talk about it except with their actions. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. They're just quiet, they're just quiet, they're just quiet, they're just quiet, and boom, out of the blue, like a ninja assassin, right? Just when you expect it least, they pop out, and boom, where'd that guy come from? Where'd that gal come from? That's the one you got to worry about. Not the one that's talking about it. Maybe you do. I'd worry about the one you're not talking about. I'd worry more about the one you are. Right? Are you even thinking about it? Okay, let's talk about the golden rule. What's the golden rule? Do unto others as you would do unto yourself. I think we have a wonderful team. Do you guys agree? Yes. I mean, you hear how the leadership talk about Dan and synergy hierarchy, right? Some really, really good things. But you got to stop treating your peers and your other leaders like they're the enemy. Right? We don't recruit from each other. We talk to each other. We support each other. We don't go, this office sucks, my office is great. You know, we don't do that stuff. We got a world out there that we can conquer, and we can conquer it together. Right? We can pull together and be strong. So as we start to be aggressive about your own personal goals, remember that we're part of a team. You're going to always be part of a team. Just remember, whatever you do when you're in a team is the same thing your team will do for you. So if you're going to support the team as a whole, a good leader is a good follower first. Am I right? Like, look at Ed. Who would say Ed is a pretty good example of success at WFG? Right? He didn't have 15 mentors. Did he? He had one. He had one. He found Rich, and he said, Rich, tell me what I'm supposed to do. He didn't go from Rich and then bounce to another person, and then go, hey, it's all about me, I'm great. Right? He still has Rich as a mentor today. Right? Hold fast on one course until successful. Nobody in business wants you to win better than your upline leader. You guys know that? They're the only ones that have a completely vested interest in your success. And they're doing stuff for you that you know about and stuff for you you don't know about. I would guarantee that. You know, your leaders are like icebergs, right? You see a little bit on the surface, and you don't know all the stuff's going on under the surface. These guys are fighting for you, setting up chances for you to win. These events, I mean, this stuff's a big deal. So please, please appreciate your leader. And the best way you can appreciate your leader is support them and then be the example of leadership for your team. I said it on the stage before, and it's probably the one thing that made sense on the stage, is if your team does what you do on a daily basis, will they win? Like, you got to hold yourself to that level of accountability. That schedule piece is really tough. How many of you guys get up at 6 in the morning? Okay. And how many of you guys actually do something, have a schedule, right? That's one of the successes, and it's one of the things that we're going to work on. All right. Base and super base. You know, I'm watching the presentations, and I'm thinking about it. There is a focus in our company on just one or two things. It's either the base or the super base. It's your base where you're developing leaders, and it's the building of leaders who come out of your base. It's just base and super base. If you look at every single incentive, you look at every single conversation, nobody in the entire convention talked about super team. So if you're a brand new associate, you got to go, hey, listen, I got to recruit a bunch of people, and I got to train a bunch of people, and hopefully if I go through enough people, I'll find some leaders that I can help build. Right? And when you build leaders, they become part of your super base. So I made a decision, I'm like, I'm not even worried about a super team. I'm only going to focus on building the best people I can in the base, and then popping out additional leaders. If you look at what happened last year, really our year last year was based off a couple of things. We built several leaders. Not a lot, several leaders. So go, wow, if we want to duplicate that, we'll build several more. If we want to double that, we'll build twice as many leaders. Which means I got to be twice as good. I got to work twice as hard. I got to be twice as good as the example. I got to recruit 100 times more. You got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince or princess, right? Right? So, anyway, that was a decision that I made. How are we doing? I tell you what, you do what you feel like you can do, and there's no way that Dan's not an SEDC by 6 months. Field chairman as well. Right? I don't know of a single person in the company who deserves it more. I don't know of a single leader in the company that everyone respects as much. So we have to get our act together because we got to pull together and make sure that we lift him up. We got to do that. I'm done with that not happening. Right? Okay. Who's a leader in the room? Okay, here's how we know. A leader has responsibility. can't call yourself a leader and not go in the office first thing in the morning and make phone calls. You can't call yourself a leader and not go out in the field. You can't call yourself a leader and not help your team. You can't call yourself a leader and go, I'm going to go home and watch TV tonight instead of thinking about how can I make sure my team wins. You have a responsibility to do that. So when you're thinking about the little cows you need to push away, let's talk about the microscopic cows, right? The hobbies you have, the TV shows you watch, the restaurants you like to go to. Oh, I want to try this restaurant. And you go, do I deserve to go to this restaurant? What I did as a leader this past week, does it mean I deserve to go to this restaurant? Did I do enough to deserve doing that? Can't wait to go home and watch Game of Thrones. You're not a dragon, you're not a king, right? You're a business owner. You can watch it when you earned it. Right? That's the kind of stuff. Like, this is stuff going through my head. I'm not preaching to you guys. This is stuff I tell myself. You understand? There's stuff I like to do. I was in the movie business. I love watching movies. I love a good story and so on and so forth. But you know what the story I like better than anything on the screen? Is the story of Jeff and Michelle Brookshaw. Right? That's my favorite story. And we're still writing it. I also like the story of the Dream Warriors. And I can tell you a story about a bunch of good-hearted individuals who want to win for their families. I can tell you a story about each and every one of them. Right? And I also like the story of the Synergy team. You know what synergy means, right? We're all working together in the same spirit, developing a larger energy, right? That hasn't happened enough in the past, if I'm being honest. So you help your team, you help your leadership, you help Synergy team, we'll be the dominant team. Because if I look across, we got some swagger. We got some swagger, don't we? Right? We got some smart people, don't we? Right? We're pretty much in every socioeconomic group in Southern California, aren't we? We have all the resources we need to be giant, right? We can squash. You know, Transamerica told me that we write more insurance premium in Southern California than they do in Northern California. But where are all the biggest hierarchies? Northern California. Something wrong with that picture. Something wrong with that picture. What that tells me is we're good at what we do. We know what we're doing. We got a great market. We just got to get off our butts. Sorry, off our asses. It just doesn't sound the same if you do PG. Sorry, sweetheart. She's like, you should have said ass up there. But you guys are family, so I can say that. Listen, that's really all I got. I don't want to say too much more. I don't want to dilute all the incredible stuff you got from all the leadership over the last 3 to 4 days. I just hope you make a decision to go home and make lasting change for your family. You know, it's a promise you got to make to yourself first. Tell your leader about it. Make it to yourself first. Make it to your spouse first. And then break that promise. You're only hurting yourself. So keep integrity. Like you told your child, you go, man, hey, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to send you to Hawaii. Well, then if you make that promise, you got to work your ass off to make sure you make that promise happen. Don't you? So let's do that. Are you guys with me? Yeah. All right, God bless. Thank you.
Part of that is collaborating with the Synergy team and lifting up many souls and making it the best year ever. And it's funny how, you know, that was a word for the year, and as the year passes out, we got all this, you know, things that happened to the team, to the family, as far as death and all that, and when I committed the most is when I needed you the most. That's profound, right? But anyway, it's funny how things work out. you know, when we think about something and then all of a sudden, all of that. Another thing, like Wealth Bowl was supposed to be December 18th, just so you know. I actually switched it 6 weeks ago, or whatever, 2 months ago, whatever it is, to January, and it worked out because Tony Robbins is on December 18th, right? So sometimes you gotta have some faith on things that come to you, and then you freaking execute like there's no tomorrow. And whether it's a word that comes to you, right? It's a call to action, you gotta act on it. And so, this coming, as you leave here for lunch, we're gonna break to lunch right now. We're gonna resume back at 1:15 sharp. You guys get in here, right? I want you guys to just keep in mind, as you're doing the lunch, hopefully you're not like going to a blackjack thing, we're doing this or that, whatever ridiculous things that you do in Vegas. Hopefully you take this time for a couple of things. I want to remind you, this is what champions do that the rest don't. And this is what I did every lunch, every year in convention, right? So you have something, you know, you got to have a call to action this coming lunch. So whether it's registering for the Wealth Bowl, right? You need to have an action plan that happens, right? If you can't act in the next hour, how are you going to act in the real world when we're not with you? Okay, so this next hour and 15 or an hour and 20 minutes, I want you to act on something. Maybe I'm going to commit to 3 prospects. I want you to commit right now. Pick one of these if you don't have one. Right? I'm going to get 3 prospects. On the way here, I got a prospect. Right? Maybe it's to get 1 contact or 2 or 3. Pick a number and then execute. Right? Your word is bond, like Eric was talking about. So pick a number. Maybe it's 5 phone calls during lunch, or 10 phone calls, or 15, whatever it might be. Maybe for some of you, you're so hungry, you go, man, forget lunch. I'm not eating. I'm making 50 calls this coming hour. What is it for you, right? Maybe I'm going to register me and register all my teammates, and register 80% of my team. So I just want you to have an outcome for lunch, right? Leaders have outcome. The rest have general things, right? And so this coming Champions Bowl, I want to let you know too, a couple things. This is going to be the year of the base and the year of the super base. Let me tell you what's about to happen in Champions Bowl, just to give you guys a flavor of what's about to happen. For those of you guys, I'm going to announce it now so you guys go full throttle on lunch. Are you guys ready for this? Not even Dan or Shalana knows about this, right? This is part of us as the leaders contributing to everything we do. Just so you know, for this coming Wealth Bowl, we're going to have 3 categories, and this is going to be based on attendance. How many of you guys like the attendance awards and all that? Right? Size of your team determines the size of your dream. There's going to be 3 categories, right? We're going to pick 3 categories on the base and super base. We want to see who competes, right? Some of you guys, like Ed Burns, right? It's great. We got 6 people here, though. So all that talking needs to change from 6 to whatever number that needs to be. Does that make sense? So it needs to reflect, right? So, but we're going to have 3 categories, right? So 3 categories. We're going to have on the base shop and super base. We're going to have what's called a mini suite. We're going to give away a suite. You guys ready? So you fall in this 3rd category. We're going to give out 3 different suites. It's going to be mini suite, junior suite, King Kong suite. Right? So you got the #1 base. I don't care if you're a brand new SMD. You might be an MD and you're smoking SMDs with a base shop. So let's say you're an MD and you got 100 people on your team, you're getting King Kong suite. Does that make sense? If you're #1, right? If you're #1 senior associate with 200 people on your team, you're getting King Kong suite. Does that make sense? So we're going to have these categories, and we're going to give out a mini suite, junior suite, King Kong suite. And for a base shop category, we're going to have it on, let me give you the categories. Inside the base, your own base, that means if you're not an SMD, you can get a suite. Free for Wealth Bowl. Everybody follow me? So that's 1. 2nd is in the base shop. 3rd one's on the super base. Right? Super team, nada. Okay, so some of you that are living off super team income, right? Nada. Right? So it's going to be those 3 categories. Because all the leadership development happens in the base and super base. So we're going to do that. How many of you guys excited to take over, right? Dominate these categories. All right, so work on that at lunch. Maybe part of your outcome. You guys know we're only 4 months out. Like whatever's left at the end of the year, 5 months, right? So it's not that far. Anyway, we're gonna have lunch. We're gonna have a mastermind alliance with the 20% of the hierarchy. How many of you guys are part of that lunch? You guys excited about that? And then in that lunch, we have the table, which is the 2% of the hierarchy. Alright, so it's going to be exciting. Literally, there's going to be 10 tables to all categorize. Some of you guys will be a butt-burning experience, which is good. let it burn, right? Anyway, that's that. So make sure during lunch again, right? During planning, associating, making calls, right? Acting on registering with people, calls, prospects, whatever it might be to get your business to the next level. We resume back at 1:15. If you have awards here that you haven't gotten, is that all of it? Take you down here or what? Right? Any awards that actually on the floor, not even. Grab it, please, during this time. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. See you at 1:15.